back to Keto Homestead with Jess. Today I am going to be working on weeding my cabbage and a couple other various things. And then also I am going to be adding diatomaceous earth to my cabbage to keep these cabbage worms off from destroying these cabbages. I've already had to pull a couple cabbages, so I need to do a sprinkle of diatomaceous earth over them. I'm also going to add some Epsom salt to my tomatoes for some calcium. These cabbages have done pretty good this year. Other than the couple that I said I had to pull. The bugs had completely destroyed 2 of them, so I pulled those last night. The weeds will allow the bugs to crawl up them and get onto the cabbages, so it's a good idea to keep them weeded. And then you just take your diatomaceous earth and do a light dusting. And I like to do this in the morning because the dew in the morning keeps the diatomaceous earth on the leaves. And if you don't know what diatomaceous earth is, it's just ground up fossils. And when soft shell bugs like worms, cabbage worms, or anything like that crawl over top of it, it's like glass to them. It cuts them and kills them. And it's relatively cheap and organic, so this allows me not to have to use any chemicals on my garden. I'm sure you can see there's a lot of empty spaces in my garden. We had worked in the garden all evening because we've really neglected the garden. And I wasn't able to do much, but my husband went ahead and rototilled everything while I tried to weed some stuff. And I also harvest the turnips that were in the garden. And so he rototilled all that after I pulled the turnips. And the plan is he will give it a day to settle and then rototill again. And then he'll let it settle one more day, and then we'll go ahead and start planting our fall garden and all the empty spots. And that just consists of peas. I haven't decided yet if I want to do green beans yet or not. Another row of green beans. And then I'll also replant some kale, spinach, cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. I'm going to go ahead and continue down the row, continue weeding and dusting my plants with diatomaceous earth, and then I will be back with you soon. Now that I have my cabbage done, I'm going to start on the broccoli. Same thing, just weed and sprinkle. Also, I forgot to mention, if you do use diatomaceous earth, when it rains, you need to reapply every time it rains. Alright, so the ground is still pretty hard. Pulling the weeds is taking a toll on my back, so I'm going to stop doing that. I'll have my husband come out and rototill around the plants, so it'll be easier for me to pull the weeds. The ground is just so hard. It's been so hot in Ohio, and we'll get that later. So instead of pulling weeds, I'm going to go ahead and start using my Epsom salt. And how I apply this is I just take a handful, which my hands are pretty small, Take a handful and put it at the base of each tomato plant to allow it to have calcium, just to give it nutrition and help it grow and stay nice and green. Alright guys, so I got the tomatoes done with the Epsom salt. Just a couple of side notes. So I get the Equate brand from Walmart. This is an 8-pound bag of Epsom salt. It has no perfumes or fragrance to it, and that's important. Make sure you don't get anything with any scents in it. Also, this was probably, I think it was like $3.25 for a bag, which isn't bad. And I have 72 tomato plants. It took a little less than half a bag. I've already done one treatment with this bag to the tomatoes, so this is the second treatment, and I probably have like 3/4 cup left, so a little under half a bag for 72 tomato plants. So I think it's really economically sustainable to use Epsom salt. That's just my opinion, if you want to stay organic. It's about, I'd say about 8:30 now. I've been out here for about an hour and a half, and it's already getting really, really hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back in the house, and make sure you stay tuned for more great videos. I'll see you soon.